Okay, folks, I know that you're probably seeing a progression of learning here with my videos on my end. You know, from talking about being a lesbian, talking about the Bible, talking about God, talking about what's out there in the universe. Of course, I'm influenced by my Christian friends too. And so my last video had to do with a little bit about the moon because Tony from God Rules was looking into that. He loves science and engineering and that kind of thing. It's never been my thing. I've never enjoyed math. Math was always hard for me. I'm more the artistic, free-thinking, dreamer, you know, athletic at one time. And so, anyway, all right, so, but I did, you know, I passed algebra and geometry. It's like, woohoo, you know. So I was elated. Anyway, so I want to read from the Greek Septuagint, the Genesis, okay? And this is before the Vatican had a chance to try to ruin this. Now, one thing I want you to know about the Bible is that the Old Testament and New Testament were never meant to be put together. And the Apocrypha was removed. It was always sort of in the middle of a Bible when the Bible was actually put together. Those are about 50 books that were removed from the Bible. And I've mentioned these books to you before, so I won't rehash that. One of them is the book of Enoch, for example. Okay, so now Genesis 1. Before I start this, let me set this up. I want you to think of the earth as a flat earth. I know you're going, what? No, we were taught it's round, it's a ball, it's a sphere. Or actually now it's more of a pear. Or it has a nipple. I don't know. Okay, so for many, many, many thousands of years, people believed the earth was flat. And then Copernicus and others who wanted to control knowledge and control your minds and everything thought that, you know, with math, we can explain in physics and we can explain why the earth is round and that there's actually, you know, other planets out there and we can go to them someday or what, you know, whatever. So we had that model where the sun's in the middle and then, you know, third rock from the sun is the earth, and so forth and so forth. And by the way, Pluto's not a planet anymore. It's too small. Durr. It just makes me laugh. Okay, so I'm going to rock your brain a little bit because it rocked mine. I want you to think that the earth is flat, okay? That if we have a North Pole, nobody's been, have you been there? Have you actually been there? No. Okay. Have you been in outer space looking down at the earth? Have you had that perspective? No. Only NASA and, you know, maybe the Russians and what, you know, the Japanese maybe now have quote unquote seen it from that perspective. Sure. The clouds never move as the earth is spinning as it shows, you know. It doesn't dissipate and everything like that. It doesn't move. Anyway, take a look at some of those earth pictures that are rotating. The clouds remain the same. NASA's got a lot of explaining to do, you know. Lucy, I'm home. So, anyway, getting back to the Bible. All right, so all my Christian friends that have not spoken up, or preachers, or pastors, shepherds of the church, again, you know, haven't spoken up about this enough. You know, why? Because you're under the thumb of the Vatican. Vatican told you everything that you should do. Even Protestants, woohoo, we're free. No, you're not. You're not free. Okay, so, in the beginning, God made the heaven and the earth. But the earth was unsightly and unfurnished, and darkness was over the deep. and the Spirit of God moved over the water. Okay, it didn't say he made the water. Maybe the water was already there, but he had moved, his Spirit had moved over the water. In the book of Enoch, it goes into it more, all right? But, so God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light and that it was good. And in my past video I explained that God made what he calls in Genesis 3, one that was a greater light to rule the earth and one that was a lesser light to rule the night, that it gave off its precious light to help fruit grow, and yada, yada, yada. Okay. Now, God saw the light that it was good, and God divided between the light and the darkness. And God called the light day, and he called the darkness, he called it night. And then there was evening, and then there was a morning, the first day. Okay? And as we know, darkness does not understand light. If you're in a dark room and you shine a flashlight, darkness moves away because it doesn't understand the light. Okay? I know. You should try to wrap your brain around that one. Okay. All right. So that was the first day. Now, God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water. Okay? Let there be a division between the water and the water. And it was so. All right. So let's say we got the ocean. There's a firmament and there's an ocean. Okay? Now the firmament very well can be what's called the heavens. And God does call it that. And stars and our sun and moon and so forth in the firmament. We also have what's called the Van Allen belt. Lots of radiation. Can't get through it. You'd fry, okay? And you can look back at a lot of the Nazi scientists, Van Braun, telling his secretary, we really can't get to the moon. Our rocket would have to be the size of the Empire State Building. And even then, it may burn up. Okay? So, no, not going to work. Okay? They never went. And if you look at a video of one of the astronauts, I'm just blanking on his name right now. I want to say Aldrin. Well, anyway, look at YouTube and, put in flat Earth and you'll see a video of one of our astronauts talking about the Earth, okay, and he does this round sphere circle. He goes, but the edges are a problem. Oops, Freudian slip. The edges are a problem. Okay, so, all right, that would explain the flood too. If God opened up the firmament and let the waters come down and let the waters come up, because what he did with the earth is that he brought it forth from the ocean. All right, so he goes on, it says, and God made the firmament, and he divided the water which was under the firmament and the water which was above the firmament. And God called the firmament heaven, and God saw that it was good, and then there was an evening, and there was a morning, and that was the second day. Okay? Then God said, let the water which is under the heaven be collected into one place, and let the dry land appear. So you've got the waters, and all of a sudden, whoop, a mountain, hills, valleys, land, earth appeared out of the water. And it was so. And the water which was under the heaven was collected in its places. Okay, in its places. And the dry land appeared. And God called the dry land earth. He named it. After all, language is from God. Okay. And the gathering of waters he called the seas. And God saw that it was good. Okay. So, that is Genesis. Now, when it that's chapter 1. So, in chapter 2, he talks about the heavens and earth were finished, and the whole world of them. And the whole world of them. Okay. God finished on the 6th day his works which he made, and he ceased on the 7th day from all his works which he made. And God blessed the 7th day, he sanctified it, because in it he ceased from all his works which God began to do. Not because he was tired, okay? That wasn't the reason. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going on another subject. But this is the book of the generation of the heaven and earth, which were made in the day in which the Lord God made the heaven and the earth, and every herb of the field before it was on earth, and all the grass of the field before it sprang up. Okay, before it sprang up. He made the seeds. He made everything. For God had not rained on the earth, and there was not a man to cultivate it. But there rose a fountain out of the earth, water, okay, dust of the earth, and he breathed upon his face the breath of life, and the man became a living soul. And God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and placed there a man whom he had formed, and God made to spring up also out of earth every tree beautiful to the eye, good for food, and the tree of life in the midst of the garden, and the tree of learning and of knowledge of good and evil. And a river proceeded out of Eden to water the garden, hence it divided itself into 4 heads. So now it's going on to another subject. Anyway, my Christian friends, LGBT, straight, other, NASA has lots of explaining to do. So this one world order saying, oh, there's going to be aliens from outer space. How are they going to explain that? When there's no outer space. We've never been to the moon. Or if we have, it's only like, it's short distance away, and they keep, hologramming it and changing it so you don't know what's going on. They keep spraying in the sky so you can't see anything going on. And in the meantime, you're getting poisoned to death. Not good. People gotta wake up. Hello, wake up. In the end times, knowledge will increase. And this whole idea of theirs is going to be spoiled, all right? They're going to try. They're going to go underground. They're going to hide. They're going to start World War III. And your sons and daughters are going to be pulled into that. Is that what you want? Question everything. Remember what we were taught, baby boomers, to question authority. Question it. Make a list, check it twice. Anyway, just wanted to throw this at you. Let your mind get away from the TV. Stop getting brainwashed by the TV. Start looking out your window that doesn't have a screen on it, like your TV does, so they can control you for 9 hours of sleep. All right? No wonder God can't talk to us. We've got our heads being programmed all the time. Anyway, okay? So think about it. Leave me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Please be constructive and be nice, because if you're not, I'll block you. So, all right. Have a good day. It's a flat earth, not round. Interesting. Okay. Bye-bye.